Hello everyone, welcome back to the tutorials. So today we'll be looking into basic shapes of the SVGs. So as you can see, we can have circle, ellipse, line, polygon, polyline and rect. So in this section we'll be trying the practical examples of the each shapes and what are the different properties that we can apply. So let's start with the circle. As name suggests, circle is nothing but a SVG element which is used to plot a circle. To plot a circle, we should be passing two properties. First is the center of the circle. As we know, SVG is a coordinate system, so we should be passing x and y for the center. And then if we pass the radius, we will see circle is getting plotted. So let's see the practical examples. So here I have an SVG element. So to see the container size of our SVG, I'll add some border to this SVG. So let's say I'll be adding border as a 1 pixel solid red. So here you can see our container width has plotted. Now we should be adding the circle inside this SVG. So to add a circle or to generate a circle, we should be passing two properties to it. So first is the center of the circle. So for example, I'll give a 50% Cx and Cy so that circle will be plotted at center of our SVG container. And for radius, I'll give it as a 10%. So now you see, as we have plotted our center as a 50% from the x and y coordinates, our circle is plotted at the center of the SVG. Now you can change the coordinates and you can see the difference that our circle is getting moved. Similarly, if you change the y coordinate, similarly circle will get moved. Now let's try to add some animation to this particular circle so that our circle just moves around this border. So initially circle is at our 10-10 position, right? 10-10 as in center at the 10-10 position. So if I give the animation to 10 on the x-axis and the 90 on the y-axis, which is this point, then circle will be placed here. To show you in the example like this. So we have to animate circle on the this y-axis first, and then we'll animate the circle on this x-axis and this y-axis and coming back to the original position. So let's add the initial position to the circle. Now I can add the class on the circle. So I'll name this as a animate circle. So I have to create this class into my style.css. So I'll create this class. For this class, I should be adding some animation. To create animation, I use keyframes. So keyframes, when we define keyframes, we should name them keyframe as well. So this will be animate circle. So now we have the default position. So what I'll do on the 50%, I'll say my Cx will be same, but my Cy will be 90. And now I should be adding this animation to my class. So to add the animation, it is animation. For example, I'll give a 4 second just to see the difference. You see on the 4 second it is going okay, so as we have said it is on the 50%, so on the 2 second it will go all the way down and it will come back. Now we have to apply the animation on the x-axis as well. So what I'll do, I'll add this animation for 25% and for 50% our Cy remains same, only Cx will gonna change. Because our Cy will be there, our Cx will change. So I'll make Cx as 90. Now let's refresh our page and see. Okay. Now I should be moving this element all the way top for the 75th breakpoint. So I'll add another breakpoint here, 75%, and at this position my Cx remains 90 but my Cy should be 10. So I'll make it as 10, and now you see our circle is got complete because for the breakpoint 0%, 25, 50, 75 and the 0 again, we have applied some positioning to it. Now you can change the radius the way you want, or I'll make it as a 15, say 20, and RS 25, and let's see the difference. Now you see circle is getting bigger, bigger and bigger, and it will come back to original position. So as we have seen, circle is all about these three properties. So out of these two represent center of the circle and the R represent radius. Now you can have the styling for this as per your convenience. So you can change the background color, or you can change the stroke color, or you can change the stroke width, and you should be good. That's it for this tutorial. See you next time.